Hello, everyone, and welcome to this special edition of the 10-Minute Topic. I have hit the button, and I am here with my very special guest, Brian Steffen, the golf monger. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Good. So today for our 10-Minute Topic, I have ripped out of the headlines 5
Exactly 5?
juicy ones. Yes.
Okay.
And so for all of you listening, I'm going to read these headlines, maybe give a brief little explanation if I feel like it's needed, and then Brian's going to give us his worldly opinion, his golf mongerish opinion of them.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
The first one is directly out of the Golf Central blog, and these are all from the last day or two. The USGA's The Country Club for the 2022 U.S. Open, taking the event back to New England for the first time in more than 25 years. The last time there in 1988. They have held it 3 times. Thoughts?
Which course is it?
The Country Club.
Oh, the Country Club.
Yes. Massachusetts.
I think it's good. I think they should go back to places that they haven't been, and they need to move it. I mean, I think the USGA does a really good job of moving the Open to different parts of the country, and blends in courses that people like to see. You know, they've been to Pinehurst 3 times in the last so many years. They go back to certain places that, you know, the best courses, but I like it. I mean, if it hasn't been there 25 years, then it needs to get back in that region. I like it.
Held the U.S. Amateur in 2013, so it's still in, obviously, championship shape.
Yep.
All right. Second topic. USA Today reports Ryan Palmer on Chambers Bay Greens. He played there Monday. Quote, unquote, it is not a championship course.
You know what? I read something earlier today, and I hope I'm not jumping something you might come back to later.
No, I'm done with Chambers Bay.
You're done with Chambers Bay?
Yep.
Okay. Ian Poulter,
yes,
my one of my least favorite golfers, right up there with TW, was tweeting about, he hadn't even played there yet, but said based on what he's heard from other people, is that Chambers Bay is a farce as far as being a U.S. Open course is concerned. Nobody knows anything about it. Can I tell you that until they announced it was the host course a few years ago, I never even heard of it.
Right.
So I don't know what to say.
Right.
I guess we'll all find out in a few weeks. I mean, it's not like they're going to change it.
Well, I'll tell you this. Jordan Spieth's caddy used to caddy there. So, a little.
Changing my pick for the U.S. Open to Jordan Spieth.
Spieth has played it.
His caddy used to caddy there.
Yeah. His caddy used to work there. And Spieth's played it a few times.
All right. I'm in.
All right. Next. You're being so good on time. I'm not used to you abiding by the rules, Brian.
I'm trying to get better at that.
All right. Do we care? That's the topic of this one.
Oh.
Golfer Anthony Kim surfaces for the first time in years at a Las Vegas nightclub. Why is this even in the news?
I don't know. Next. No, I don't.
He won 3 times in 2 years.
Well, I was going to say, he was
the star of the 2008 Ryder Cup, but he hasn't played since 2012. And his friend came out and said that the reason he hasn't played was so he could cash in on a monster insurance check.
I read that. I read that very same quote about 6 months ago. It was almost like a "Where Are They Now" type thing. Remember they used to do that
right.
years ago, find old athletes or actors or whatever. And I think he doesn't like golf that much.
That's what it says. Yeah.
If the only reason that you gave up is so you could cash in on the $10 million, because I believe it was $10 million.
I forget, yeah.
Insurance check, is he has to never play again.
Right.
You would have to imagine, as young as he was and winning 3 times in 2 years and being on the Ryder Cup team, being as good at a level as he was for a short period of time, you would think over his life he could earn more than $10 million between endorsements.
You'd think in 1 year
I mean, but apparently he doesn't like to golf that much.
All right.
No, I don't care.
Okay. I don't think any of us do since he's not there anymore. Sad news. New York Times reported, as many other people did, that Calvin Peete at age 71, racial pioneer on the PGA Golf Tour, has passed away. But no one seems to know of what.
Was it just old age?
71, not so much.
No. 12-time winner.
Yep, self-taught player. Didn't even pick up a club till he was in his 20s.
One of the straightest drivers of the ball, like ever, long before they kept stats. So that is just matter of opinion.
Yeah.
That is just guys that played with him said that, you know, he'd win the straight drive contest all the time. They put the drive line down the middle of the fairway. But they haven't said of what?
No. And I don't think this would ever happen. He didn't even turn pro until he was in his 30s. That's
not even possible this day and age.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, do you know? I'm sure that it sort of happens, and of the guys we really don't hear about, or maybe some web.
Not anybody good,
but not anybody that's good as he was.
Plus, I mean, not anybody's going to win 12 times is not going to turn pro till they're in their 30s.
Right. It just says that
That's interesting. that
Yeah.
It doesn't say why.
He was a school dropout, had a crooked left arm, did not pick up a golf club until his 20s, didn't join the pro tour until his 30s, and still became one of the leading players of his era and the most successful black professional golfer before Tiger Woods. And it says the Murray Brothers Funeral Home in Atlanta confirmed his death, giving no other information. The Associated Press reported that Pete died on this past Wednesday. So, self-taught player. His scoring average was 70.56 in 1984.
That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, he won the Varden Trophy. Anyway, on and on and on we could go, but very sad to hear of his passing.
Yeah, I just pulled up another article off of Twitter trying to see if I could scroll through real quick and see if it says from what, but it just doesn't say.
Well, this was yesterday, so unless they posted today sometime.
Right.
Anyway, this was a pretty good article, folks. Definitely check it out. New York Times posted yesterday. All right, last but not least, and I had to throw this in just because, I like to hear you say, just give me that eye roll. Tiger Woods has mapped out his busy summer schedule with 5 commitments. The U.S. Open, the Open Championship, Memorial, which we all knew. Of course, he's going to play in his own Quicken Loans National tournament, but this one surprised me, the Greenbrier Classic. Are you surprised?
Well, he's played the Greenbrier before.
Right.
It's been a while, but he's played there a few times.
Right.
It's on the schedule and a spot to get ready for the U.S. Open.
Right.
And I think he just realizes he needs to play more.
Well, the
here's what we don't care about. I definitely don't care. Throughout his career, he never announces in advance where he's going to play. And he's not surprising anybody. Like you said, the only one that might surprise anybody is the Greenbrier. Mm-hmm. Obviously, he's going to play in the 2 majors.
Right.
He's obviously playing in his own tournament.
Yeah, it helps his foundation.
He skipped Arnold's
Yep.
tournament. He's not going to skip Arnold's and Jack's in the same year.
Right.
Plus, he's won Jack's like 7 or 8 times.
Oh, okay.
So he's playing courses that he likes to play,
right.
that he's had success at. The bigger question to me is, and we talked about this on my show.
Right. The golf monger.
The golf monger. Why all of a sudden now does he feel the need to come out on social media? Because he tweeted it out.
Yeah.
Along with, I'm sure, an official press release and all that
I'm
crap.
sure.
But that's where, I saw it was on Twitter. Why all of a sudden now does he feel the need to announce so far in advance what his
schedule is?
Busy summer. I wish I had a busy summer schedule where I did 5 things.
Well, here was the thing. I love this about this was on ESPN Sports Online. I love the article. The author said, Tiger Woods' busy schedule is 5 this summer. Jordan Spieth will probably play 5 between now and the Open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's going to have a busy summer. Yeah. I guess the bigger question is why is he all of a sudden announcing so far out what he's doing? And I think he's gotten pressure.
Yeah, from sponsors and things.
Sponsors, tournament organizers, I think from the tour itself.
Right.
He's been gone, let's face it, since he had the great year in, what was it, 2012, 2013, where he won 5 times?
Yeah.
Since then, and he got hurt again, he's like been a ghost.
Yeah.
And I don't think the tour likes it. And
well, I think the tour better get used to it because I think even when he's out there, he's not going to be a factor.
It doesn't matter. He sells tickets.
Well, he does. Sell
People
tickets,
tune in. And when he's 48 shots back, they still show every shot he hits.
Which
One thing I like about
aggravates me.
what I like about CBS's coverage of the Masters, and
They
they've
did
always
not,
done
yeah.
this, they only show the leaders
Yeah.
at the Masters.
Oh, yeah.
They only show the leaders. at the
Or hole in
Masters.
ones. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it's
Yeah.
something amazing, but they pretty much only show the leaders, and I like that.
Yeah.
Regular golf tournaments, they show the leaders, and you're guaranteed to see everything Tiger does. No matter how far back he is, no matter how bad he's playing, you're guaranteed
Okay.
to see every bit of it.
All right. So for those 5 topics ripped out of the headlines from the last
It was
couple
good.
days.
I feel good. That was pretty easy. I thought it was going to be harder.
No.
Because you were like, are you sure? Are you ready? And I was a little nervous.
I just asked if you read the highlights.
And I had not, so I thought maybe you were digging deep and finding something weird like that would stump me.
I just tried to find things that weren't about the match play.
That was good.
And that I felt would be interesting to our listeners.
I hope it was.
I
Your
hope it
questions
was
were
too.
interesting. I hope my answers were interesting.
Well, we will leave it up to them to decide. Thank you so much. Until next time, this 10-minute topic has been produced and broadcast by the Zeus Radio Network for thegolfdirector.com. When visiting the Golf Director, be sure to check out our featured golf course pages where you'll find up-to-date information about course conditions, specials, and much more. If you need help with your next golf vacation and like to tweet, hashtag just call Dave and he'll find you, or give us a call on a real phone at 844-GO-GOLF1. That's 844-464-6531. All of our programming is archived for listening and viewing on demand, so to catch up on a show you might have missed, click on the TGD Radio and TGD TV tabs in the menu at thegolfdirector.com. We're now available on over 1 billion devices through iTunes, Audio Realm, TuneIn, YouTube, Ustream, Roku, Blueberry, and on the Myrtle Beach Golf app. This is your host, Shan Coughlin, on behalf of my very special guest, the golf monger, Mr. Brian Steffen, our producer behind the glass, Big Jeff. We thank you for tuning in. There's more TGD golf news and information coming up next, so don't go anywhere.